Hey folks, it's Wednesday, September 26th. It's about 7 p.m. I got home a little while ago. All the all nighttime chores are done. The feeding, which is quite minimal, but all the feeding's done. We actually just got done with a little rainstorm here. We've had a heck of a lot of moisture here lately. We got a lot while I was gone, and we got a lot coming. I just finished up cleaning up the disc bind, the New Holland H7230. This thing deserves a little TLC after the year it had, and actually that doesn't matter, it deserves a little TLC anyway. I try and make it a common practice. Well, not try, I do. Well, that thing's nice and shiny behind me. To clean up equipment after the year's done. For the year that it serves. Haying's all done. It's completed. It feels real good. The disc bind's definitely done. I'm going to get into that in a second. So, very simply, I'm putting this to bed for the year. It's sitting right here. I know it's kind of a shame, folks. I sure wish I had room in one of the sheds for this thing, but unfortunately it's going to have to sit outside. What are you going to do? So what I do is I open up the compartments like this one here. All right, this one looks a little greasy and grimy and dirty, right? Well, there's a reason for it. You don't go taking the pressure washer in a compartment like that. The same follows suit, as far as I believe anyway, for the insides of the round baler. You don't go taking a pressure washer in there. What I do is I blow all this out. I'll admit that I probably could have done a lot better job, but I did what I could. I blow this out with the air nozzle. I get all the chaff out of here, all those buildups, that get all funky. Those all get cleaned out. This compartment here, and then there's another compartment on the other side. I do what I can to try and get that black film that we all know about that, settles on equipment. That, for the most part, is all off. Now, you're seeing some specks here. That's specks of grease. You can't get everything. I guess if I really wanted to, I probably could have got out some of that purple power. And in fact, I've got a gallon of that. I probably could have sprayed this down, let it sit for a minute or two and sprayed it off. But this is sufficient. And then my biggest goal is to get all those clumps of that's been collected all year long. Now, don't get me wrong, I do a small cleaning on this every time I'm done cutting. I take a couple handfuls, but I spend about 2 seconds doing it. I don't do a good thorough job. For instance, what I call the deflector gets all built up here, and I got that all cleaned off, scraped a lot of it off, scraped it with my hand, and pressure washed it. So the Moco is probably going to be next. There is no business for the Moco left this year. I am actually going to hit the rakes as well. Why not? Get that black film off of there. It's been advised, and they say it's wise. I really don't know why. To disassemble the rotary rakes, basically take off the each arm and stow it away in the compartments that you see there. But this will get a spray down, a removal of some of the clumps there. You don't need that. And then one of the other things I do, because I believe in it, might not be justified, but I believe in it. Some of the higher RPM running equipment, obviously we're not talking about rakes here, disc bind, round baler, I actually grease it. I grease it. I'm talking a couple of shots, and I kick it up to a high RPM for about a minute or two, shut it all down. I believe in that. It kind of coats everything for the year. I don't know, call me a fool or wasteful with grease if you want, but it's the cheapest form of maintenance known to man. That's what I do. So, yeah, speaking of the baler, I'm very excited to clean that old girl out. But rumor has it I got a straw baling job to do if it ever dries out. There's a man not too far from here, 3-4 miles, that needs his barley straw picked up, which is just chock full of grass, so that's going to be real fun. Probably 20-30 bales or so. So I'm going to hold off on the baler for about a week or so. The last thing I want to do is completely clean that thing out and spend a couple hours on it and then go put grassy straw through it. So yeah, that's about it. Just biding some time with the time I have here to try and clean up a little bit and stow things away, and that's about it, folks. What do we got on the burner here for this week? I tell you what, we kind of hit a brick wall, which is a good thing. It's kind of nice. The next big order of business we have here is harvesting our corn silage, and that's another good healthy week and a half away. I might even want to say 2 weeks plus. So had a whole bunch of sand delivered in the back. Got to fill in a whole bunch of low spots to the beef barn, beef shed. So that's going to be on the order here this week. There is going to be some chisel plowing done. It kind of depends how much moisture we get though. And feeding some cattle, getting some cattle ready to ship, which actually is next week. I think I did a video last week. I said 3 weeks. I was wrong. That's next week. And anything else we can come up with. So we'll do an update on corn here this week too, folks. But that's about it. Just checking in, saying hello. Little update, and that's about it. Everybody have a good night. Talk to you sooner and later.